Welcome everybody. It is Thursday, September 7th, 2017, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've got worsening news, unfortunately, for Florida. The current track from the GFS of Irma is showing the eye wall getting dangerously close to the shoreline here in Florida, and we're going to use as a reference Miami. The last place you really want to be is right on the edge of that eye wall. That's where the strongest winds are, where the most fierce action takes place. So let's advance this through. I'll show you what I mean. So here we are. It is 9/9, which is Saturday at 11 p.m. Now let's go into September 10th. As you can see, this monster is nothing to play with. This is a fierce storm. Here's where you're picking up the bulk of your severe speeds. At this point, they're claiming that it may slow down to Cat 4 before it gets here. But Cat 4, Cat 5, it's all bad. Here's Miami. Now at 500 meters is showing potential winds of 124. But you can see this is pretty much the eye wall band right here. This section here is where you don't want to be. And it's skirting right up past Miami. You see this? This is not good. People in Miami and all the way up the coast, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Beach Bay, all these places, you really need to take heed. You really need to take heed across the entire state, because this thing is so big and so powerful. Nowhere in Florida are you not going to be feeling the impact of this thing. Possibly in the panhandle, you may only get a reasonable taste of it. But everybody in Florida needs to make your plans now. If you're going to go, go. If you're going to stay, only stay if you know that you're going to be safe. And that's almost impossible to guarantee when you're talking a storm of this veracity. So as we advance along, hopefully, there we go. It's moving up. Now we have geomagnetic storms going on right now, which is also causing problems with the internet, unfortunately. If you're experiencing some internet difficulties, could very well be we've had a couple of major X flares come off the sun the last couple days, and the winds are now making it here towards Earth, battering our shields and disrupting a lot of communications. There is some fear that it could end up knocking out some electronics. Tell you what, we're going to worry about this thing first. Now, as you can see, it's 9:11, 5 a.m. Now we're up Jacksonville area. See how it just skirted the entire coastline? When it stays out to shore like that, it allows it to stay intensified. And that's kind of the worst case scenario. I know that saying having it hit land is a bad thing, but it does have a tendency to break them up in a hurry. And that is not what's happening here. Now we're 11 a.m., 9/11. Zoom in here a little bit, and you can see, whoa, yep, see that? We are in the eye of the hurricane. Here's Savannah. Mentioned this more than once. See, now, Savannah is going to have a pretty good mix. It looks like at this point, when it comes in, you're going to have the winds coming this way. 3 hours later, they're going to be coming from the south. So there's going to be some big wind changes. Depending on the tides and whatnot, all these little areas in here may have some severe swelling going on. This storm has already noted itself for huge wave and swell action. So be aware of your elevation, because especially if you're down here in Florida, there's good chunks of that aren't, 10 meters above sea level. And that could be a problem. I'm not saying that we're going to get 30-foot swells, but you understand what I'm saying. Then, here we are, 8 p.m. on 9/11. As you can see, even you guys up in here, Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro, you're going to be feeling some winds out of this thing. Charlotte, Fayetteville, all you guys, no doubt. It's very interesting, this, because if you look, it's heading towards the Midwest. Most of the spaghetti models are showing it trailing off towards the northeast. Let's see if that's what happens here with this GFS model. Shows it going into the middle. Here we are. We're now Tuesday the 12th, 8 a.m. Looks like it's still drawing in plenty of moisture. This could be up in here. We could be talking some serious rain-making action. Now, I'm no meteorologist. I'm an old man with a computer, so don't take my word for any of this stuff. I don't claim to be Jim Cantore, although I do know his brothers make a fabulous pizza. And if you don't know what I mean by that, well, that's okay. It's a mystery. This model shows it heading back down towards Tennessee, and then just kind of like hanging out there. So that's what it is. Unfortunately, at this point, I have to report that it looks more and more like the eye wall is going to be coming extremely close to the coast, all the way up through. And as a benchmark, I've cited Miami, because it sticks out there a little bit, as being most likely the one that is going to really take the brunt of this thing. Now, models do change, but time is running out. Everybody, please, if you are not prepared and ready, you need to do so immediately. Time is running out. This storm is not going to avoid us. It is going to hit us. It's going to hit us hard. And we got to count on ourselves, our neighbors, our friends, to make sure that everybody pulls through this thing. Because like I said, here we are, 9:10, 8 a.m. Sunday. You see this? Miami, in the entire southern tip of Florida, is getting blasted. Just absolutely blasted. Prayers are out for you people. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back with another update as soon as we have a change. As we get into the closing hours, it's going to be more and more important to stay in tune with what's really happening. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back.